because at the end of the day, everyone's going to have different opinions about it, which is totally okay.
100%.
Even though you and I might be quite firm with ours, like don't really understand the other side.
Yeah. And look, I'm all open to hearing two sides. Like,
Yes.
I've always been a person, I really hate people that pretend to, this disclaimer, I really do hate people that pretend to be your friend, and then as soon as you have one sort of like grey area, miscommunication maybe, or even if it's not a miscommunication, even if
just
it's
disagree on something.
disagree.
Yeah.
I hate it when people then just shun you, call you every now under the sun, because that is not a nice person, and I think people that do that are horrible people.
Yeah, man. And it's kind of, it's probably something that I could say without getting into detail that you've experienced a few times.
100%. 100%. And the thing is, I'm not afraid to admit that, because at the end of the day, I've learned so much through them, through having those experiences.
Yep.
And I've learned so much that it's actually very important to have an open mind, number one. And people will think, oh, Caleb's so close-minded. No, yes, I'll be close-minded to that. But if someone genuinely comes to me, A, is nice about it, you're going to get through to me if you're nice.
Yeah, civil.
And yeah, civil at least. You may hate me, but just be at least respectful and civil. B, if you come to me with a semi-convincing argument, such as fact, not anecdotal,
Yep.
then I'll consider it. Or even then, I'll have an open mind to it, 100%.
Yep.
I'm not as close-minded as what you might think.
You might not agree with everything they say, but you'll happily listen. You can't. That's the sort of grey area between people differing in opinions and people and not getting along at all. Everyone hates each other's guts, and people all agreeing on the same shit and being in harmony with one another completely. There's a grey area where, okay, we might not agree, but at least we're not constantly attacking each other.
And I think that one thing is that a lot of the I forget where I'm going with this. A lot of the people that actually, disagree with, my point or other people's points of view, and they shut them down. They say, you can't speak, you don't have a voice, you're racist, sexist, homophobic, bigoted, whatever it is, right? A lot of the people that call for violence, those people that I've just mentioned, they also, when they're asked about their opinion, they always go, oh, it's important to have an open mind, stuff like that. It's all fair dairy, like all that sort of, I have an open mind, man. Like, can't we agree on something, common ground? Like then they get really like, oh, why don't you have an open mind?
And then they don't practice what they preach.
That's right. It's called hypocritical.
Yeah, it is.